Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Kim and SAV, Kim out of Savannah, Georgia. Yes, I have still not gotten out of my pajamas, and it is pretty much time to go pick up Eho, so this really is going to be a quick Facebook Live. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, it originally began as a Facebook Live, so please be patient with me while I occasionally shout out people who join me in real time, and if you're watching on YouTube, I just said that. And if you're watching on Facebook Live, I meant to say, be sure to follow me on Facebook. The channel name is BetterBodyCrew. All right, what's going on, Denise McMillan? Live viewers, put where you are watching from, and replay viewers, put replay and then where you are watching from. So guys, I always do content inspired by you. And I recently got a question and said, Kim, you seem so calm. You seem like you're always joking about stuff. How do you deal with dummies? Good question, right? Because they're all around us, right? They're all around us. They're like the air. But here's how I deal with dummies. And the first thing I will say is we cannot call them dummies. Okay? We cannot call... This was a hard lesson for me, y'all. Okay, y'all don't know the old Kim. This is a hard lesson for me. Hey, Dion Henry. I think I saw my sis from Antigua jump on. Latasha Arnold. Yep, Natalie Alexander. What's going on, girlie? But the first thing is we cannot call them dummies, y'all. We have to empathize with our brothers and sisters who simply don't know. So that's the first thing we have to do, is we have to reframe how we deal with dummies by not calling them dummies. Right? So just realize that they are people that do not know. And one of the best things that I ever did, y'all, was learn about myself so that I could learn about people. When you learn about yourself and you learn about people, that's right, Dion Henry is from Guyana. How about that? Hey, Betty Jones Oglesby. But when you start studying people and you start studying yourself, things start making a lot more sense. And your communication skills get better so that you can get the result that you desire. And you start learning when to disengage from people who, no matter how good your communication skills become, they still just won't get it. There's just nobody home. The elevator just doesn't go up to the top, right? So that has given me a lot of peace. That has given me a lot of calm. That has kept my blood pressure low. That has kept me looking young at 40 years old. All of that stuff plays a huge part. And so what I want to do, guys, is I'm going to play with you. I'm going to play for you like the root of how I learned about this training. I paid for a lot of training, a lot of coaching, a lot of mentorship. And there is something that I was listening to. One of my money mentors, he's a part of this mastermind that he paid, like $30,000 to be a part of. And I was listening to the recording. And so I'm going to share with you guys for free something that someone else paid like thousands of dollars for. So, oh gosh, I can't believe my speaker is like going out right now. Let me go ahead and play it before the speaker goes completely out. So that will be the doo-doo that y'all hear, okay? Let me play it right quick. Just bear with me. Oops, sorry y'all.
Think about, like,
hold on.
The things we know. We have this thing called a knowledge base.
Listen to this.
This is great, right? About anything when we come in, it's like not very big, right? Before you guys came into Two Comma Club X, your knowledge about marketing was maybe like not very big, right? And on the outside of our knowledge base, we have these things called, they're like vacuum tubes, and they're called, I call them idea receptors, right? And so our idea receptors come in contact with the knowledge directly outside our knowledge base, and so the less we know, the more. Why? Because we're not really coming in contact with.
He said, the less we know, the more we think we know.
Russell's knowledge base is like this, right?
The less we know, the more we think we know.
So the more, so what happens? You come in contact with this, you say, "Oh, that's really cool stuff," and so I'm going to go to Funnel Hacking Live, right? And you go to Funnel Hacking Live, and then Russell teach you all this cool stuff, and all the speakers teach you all this cool stuff, and then your knowledge base grows, and the surface area around your knowledge base grows. So now you've got more idea receptors on the outside of your knowledge base. And what happens? Now you realize that thought you knew back when you knew everything, right? And so your knowledge base grows, and the surface area gets bigger, and now it comes in contact with more stuff you don't know, and so now you learn that stuff, and now your knowledge base gets bigger, and now there's more idea receptors. Those idea receptors are heavy, and that's why they knock down these tripods, right? So now So they come in contact with more ideas that you don't know. And see, what you've got to do, like as a marketer, is you've got to never stop growing your knowledge base. Don't get learning. Don't get tired.
Don't get tired of
from
learning. Don't get tired from
learning, because the more you learn, the more you will realize you don't know. And that's why you've got to spend more time, listen to this dude right here, more time in the books from 2 Comma Club X, more time in the group, more time listening to the coaches, more time listening to Captain James P. Friel, more time listening to Julie, the Guru's Guru, more time spent listening to Russell, the
I don't even know anymore.
The captain of world domination or something?
I'll take
Marketing
that.
world domination? Okay, so
We're back,
I get
man.
to be the vice president of world domination. Okay, so, and then it keeps getting bigger, and so what you do is you never stop learning. Don't get tired of, stop Netflix binging and start binging on the books that come in 2 Comma Club X. Start binging on the stuff that's in the coaching area. Start binging on all that stuff. If you will do that, I promise you, you will find yourself, not in the 2, but you will find yourself making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, and you might even end up doing like this dude's doing, because we're just following him, right, by so many months, so many weeks, so many years.
Okay, I think
you
that's
might
good
end
enough.
up building a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure business thing that nobody ever saw coming. So anyway, you are in the right place at the right time. Of all the courses I've ever...
All right, so guys, that is a recording. There was a cruise, and so there was a midnight meeting, and understand 2 commas is $1 million. So everybody assimilated in that room had made $1 million just by using this one system. Okay, 2 Comma Club X, it means X is Roman numeral for 10. That means they made $10 million. So I'm listening to, I'm constantly viewing things like this. A room full of people that made $10 million or $1 million just in one system of their business. And this is what they are talking about. See, when you talk to people who do not expose themselves to things beyond their world, outside of their comfort zone, all they know is all they know. So what they know becomes enlarged in their brain, and they are completely unaware of what they don't know. It's important for you to recognize this, because this is the reason why some of y'all continue to talk to people and you're like, I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. Because you are. Because you are. Okay? So you've got to recognize that, because you're wasting your time, spinning your wheels, and oftentimes you're stressing out trying to convince somebody to do something and to be something that they simply are not and cannot be, because they haven't had the exposure to greater. So they're all they know. Like, he got very technical, and I hate that my thing was going out, and like literally since I started this Facebook Live, all systems are down. My doggone speaker is what you call it? It stopped working, and that was a part of what I tell you about state. And Alexa, stop. Alexa, play meditation music. So here's the deal, guys. The first thing I do when dealing with dummies is, number one, I don't call them dummies. I realize they are simply people that have not exposed themselves to greater. So they simply don't know what they don't know. So I limit my conversation. That is the first thing. I limit my conversation. Once I see us going nowhere, oh, baby, you ain't got to worry about me. We will disengage very quickly, okay? Because I'm not going to let you mess up my chi, my vibe, my frequency. No, ma'am, Pam, okay? And this is the reason why a lot of times y'all see me keeping to myself. Alexa, play meditation music. Sometimes.
All right. The station, meditation, on Amazon Music.
I don't know why she stopped, okay? I don't know why she stopped. But anywho, guys, so that's the first thing I do, is I disengage from those who are not on my level. Oh, Kim, it sounds like you have like an elitist complex or a superiority complex. Call it what you may. I really could give a flippity flop. But the truth is, like, a lot of people nowadays seem to be offended by the truth, okay? That seems mean. If mean is a synonym for real to you or honest, then sure, I'll be mean. No problem. It doesn't affect me. But oftentimes the people who are offended by something are the people committing the offense, okay? That's another thing that I found as well. Now, once you realize that you are dealing with someone like that, a lot of times, even after you leave, here's the key, and this is what I tell my team. A lot of times after you leave the interaction, your state is altered. Okay, your state is altered. So what you got to learn how to do is you've got to learn state management and manipulation. This has been in the past very hard for me, but like most things, the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So I'm going to show you my setup, and this is just some of the things I do for state management and state manipulation. The first thing, state management. If I have a bad interaction with someone, if they simply didn't get it, if they got me like, what I used to do, guys, is I used to listen to DMX, right? Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, right? And that just got me like, yeah, That's the wrong thing to do. The last thing you want to do when someone is getting you amped up is play some music to get you more amped up, right? To get you more like, What you want to do is you want to tell homie, I don't want to say her name because, you know, she's temperamental and she'll stop, but you want to tell homie right here to play your, oh yeah, Caitlin. And you know, Caitlin, we were just at Offer Mine and Steve talked about state. Right? He said even before he comes on stage, Russell Brunson talks about state. Tony Robbins talks about state. Before Tony delivers those 2 and 3 hour long events, what does he have? He has a vibration machine. You guys have seen my vibration machine. I love my vibration machine. Oftentimes, if I'm mad, guess what? I stand on my vibration machine and I put that vibration on 180. I be like, shake my whole body up, and you know, it shake you so hard you can't even think about what you're mad about. So you want to learn state management and state manipulation. So I tell homie here to play relaxing music. It is really hard. It's easy to be mad when DMX is saying, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, right? When the music starts, dun, 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 you're like, It's a lot harder to be mad with this. The flute? If you're mad listening to the flute, baby, you got some problems. So you got to get into an environment where you change everything that's going into your gates, your eye gate, your ear gate. So what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm smelling even. Y'all, but this stuff goes deep, okay? So what I'm hearing is relaxing music. Somebody pisses me off, I'm immediately going to go to my Tibetan bowls. Caitlin said, yes, he did. I even got to help out backstage and watch him get into state. It was one of the coolest things to watch. I'm sure it was. What? Daniel Anna. Okay, so you can't talk to you, girl, but you can pop up on my Facebook Live, and you know me, Danny. You know me, Daniel, son. You're not just going to come up on my Facebook Live and I just say, hey, where you been? Why you running from your girl? See, he trying to alter my state, y'all. He trying to alter my state. At the same, Daniel. It would be nice if you would talk to your old friend. We'll talk about that later. Okay? So he's trying to make me put into practice what I'm trying to show y'all. There goes a state alterer right there. Janine, yes, essential oils help with relaxation. Exactly. Okay, so essential oils. Thank you, Janine, for bringing me back to focus because I got to go. It's really hard to be mad when you smell lemon zest, sweet tangerine, tea tree oil. Things of that nature, right? Another thing that I like to do is I like to burn resin. I'm going to show y'all my resin burning thingamajiggle, okay? I love this right here. It's a little stove. You can barely see the smoke because it's smoked out, but, oh, don't tell me you missing me, Daniel, son. Please, you don't even talk to me. Don't come on here altering my state. Don't come on here altering my state. So you take this charcoal, you burn it, you put resin on it. Resin are like these little hardened blocks of incense, and they create a beautiful like smoke. You can barely see the smoke right now, but when I say it smells so good and it relaxes you, I like that. I like burning candles. I like to watch flames dance upon the wind. It's mesmerizing, it's intoxicating, it's euphoric, and I definitely like the aromatherapy. So that's your nose, your sense of smell, right? Really hard to be mad when you smell lemon zest while listening to the flute or the piano, right? All right. So we talked about nose. We talked about ear gate, eye gate. Somebody piss you off? You need to go look at your dream house. You need to go look at your dream car. And the best thing to do is I love to go to Zillow. And I know this sounds like, I'm telling you guys, because some of y'all letting people ruin your whole dang on day. You don't have enough days. You're not living long enough for somebody to take your whole 24 hours. Are you for real right now? She done pissed me off. She done ruined my whole day. Oh, really? You just got days to spare like that? Because I don't. So I have to quickly manipulate and manage my state. So I like to go to Zone. I'm going to show y'all the house that I like. See, and I don't be letting y'all in my personal business. I don't be letting too many people. But while I am listening to my music, while my resume is blowing, I see this. This is for me and the Better Bodybuilders. I will get a home like this so that when we go to certain conferences, everybody, the people on my team I'm cool with, they ain't got to get no hotel. They're going to come to the Prosperity Palace and we will powwow and have midnight mastermind sessions just like this. Super duper important. And somebody pisses me off, I will look at this as long as it takes while listening to my meditation music, while burning my resin, while burning all day long if I have to. I don't care. Dion said, damn right. I'm serious, y'all. I cannot look at this house and still be pissed. I cannot smell what I'm smelling right now and still be pissed. I don't know where Alexa at. Alexa, play meditation music. Everybody trying to alter my state on this Facebook Live. Isn't that a blimp? Isn't that a blimp? Okay. Yes, Betty said nice. Okay, now see, and I'm in the what you call it, the country. So the internet sometimes is a little wishy-washy. Everything be trying to alter my state constantly. But guys, let me tell you something. You cannot control people that don't know what they simply don't know. You can't control these people. You can only control yourself. And the best way to control yourself is to control what you see, what you smell, what you hear, how you feel. And the best way to do that is to stimulate your senses, girl. Your senses, boy. Oh, I hate it when I flip the camera and it's like right up my nose. Anyway, guys, that is what I do. That's how I stay so calm. That's how I stay looking so young. That's how I stay so unbothered. That's how I stay emotionally bulletproof. That's how I don't let y'all get in here. At least not for too long. Learn to manage your state. And when you cannot manage it and it gets like, learn to manipulate your state to get your butt back on track. Because you don't have, all these days. Some of y'all have been pissed at the same people for years. You got to realize these people simply don't know what they don't know. Go back and watch my money mentor, Mr. Golden, explain how when you don't know a lot, you can mess yourself up into thinking that you know everything because it was a little technical. So you might have to watch it a time or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But when you get that you're talking to somebody who doesn't know what they don't know, and so they'll never know, it releases you. Right? It releases you from the conversation. And then you can remove yourself from that situation and go back. If that person has still, like, when somebody's presence comes with you, when you're no longer with them, oh, baby, that's a problem. Now they at work, they done go on and bother somebody else, and you still over here like, heifer. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Don't let them do that to you. Alter your state. Learn to alter your state. Learn what works for you. Oh, and another thing, we didn't talk about tastes, guys. Tastes. Good old college degree education. Tastes. We didn't talk about taste, right? What you taste. You have to drink a lot of water too, guys. To have a clear mind, now I know you're going to want to drink some wine. But everything that rhymes is not good. A clear mind, more wine doesn't give you a clear mind. No, you need water. I promise you. Start eating clean, start drinking a lot of water, and you will not be so quick to pop off. Okay? I promise you that. All right, I got to go for real. Oh, yes. All right. The room looks relaxing. Yes, I love that place. Wow, so nice. Yes, and my team, Janine, I don't think you and I have done this practice yet, but Candy B has, but I've spoken to my team about this. Find your dream home and frequently reflect on it. You got to see it on the theater of your mind, baby, before you can bring it from the from the spiritual to the physical. You got to see it on the theater of your mind, and you got to do it all the time, all the time, all the time. So I hope this helps you guys out. If you're watching on YouTube and this helped you out, hit that big red subscribe button and bang the bell to the right, ding dong, so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. Now I gotta go pick up my baby. Daniel, I'm still mad at you. Bye.